వస్తుంది. అయిందా పెట్టినా రావట్లేదు.
వస్తుంది లైవ్ స్టార్ట్ అయింది.
క్యాబిన్ రాదు నెట్ ఫోన్ డేటా కావాలి కదా.
స్టార్ట్ చేసిన నేను ఇంకోటి చూడు చేసిన వచ్చి రాలేండి ఒకటి చూపిస్తుంది. వచ్చారు నలుగురు వచ్చారు. ఆర్కే సచ్చి తెచ్చుకోకి తగ్గో ఇంకొద్ది జరిపి కథం ఇది
వస్తుంటే సరిపోతుంది. బ్రైట్నెస్ ఇంకా దానికే మళ్ళీ వేడి అవుతుంది కొద్దిగా. ఎనీబడి దేర్ హియర్?
ఆడిబుల్.
Am I audible to you, students?
మ్యూట్ చేసేది అక్కడ మనకి.
Chemistry classes. Yeah, you are hearing. You want chemistry class or it is going on? Sarika, if it is going on, you can leave this. If you are having chemistry classes, you can go ahead there, no issues. Okay? Gautami, if you have chemistry class going on now, kindly
అది ఎస్ఆర్ అనేది నువ్వు ఆడిబుల్ అన్న చూడు.
నాకు తెలుసమ్మా, నాకు తెలుసు. ఇదా వెరీ గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ అభిజ్ఞ.
ఇక్కడ ఆకుండా చెక్ పెట్టు. రావట్లేదు.
డిలే వస్తుంది.
రావట్లేదు కిందకి ఇంకా.
ఆల్రెడీ అయిపోయినా వస్తుంది చేంజ్. వెరైటీ ఉందంట. This is too much. Okay, I am simply wasting time.
స్టార్ట్ చేయలేదు.
Yeah. Wait, Abhigna, I'll let you know chapter wise what are more important and less important, okay? ఒక్కొక్కరు ఒక్కొక్కరు అడుగుతూ ఉంటారు, అది రైటా ఇది రైటా అని. అని చెప్పేటప్పుడు టైం అంతా బాగా వేస్ట్ అవుతుంది. ఒకటే లేట్ జాయిన్ అయ్యి మళ్ళీ మధ్య సేమ్ క్వశ్చన్ అడిగితే మన ఫస్ట్ రిపీట్ చేయాల్సి వస్తుంది.
సెషన్ ఆల్రెడీ ముందే
మణిప్రియ, పెద్ది, సారిక, గౌతమి. ఓకే,
స్టార్ట్ క్లాస్.
I think I can start now because this will be recorded and I'll upload this again. So it will be available for other students also.
Live lo పెట్టేది.
Fine. I just want to have a quick recap of the important questions from each chapter. I would like to take this session for only half an hour. After that I'll just close this, okay? I don't want to waste much time on this. Many people are posting me messages regarding this, asking important questions chapter wise and all. Already I gave that, but somebody wants to hear it again. So I just want to give you that input now. Is that okay if I start now straight away? Vaishnavi? You want chemistry class, Vaishnavi? Actually, I asked Dean sir also, but there is no response from him. He said he'll ask other faculties and he'll let us know. Meanwhile, let us. Can you please say some sure short questions? Wait, Manipriya, wait for some time. What about MCQs? Wait, Sarika. Uh, Already discussed all these parts. I'll just recap quickly after some more students joining and start this. Wait for the complete session. You may get clarity on all the things. What all the doubts you have about maybe sure short questions or MCQs or whatever it is. Okay. Hopefully you're all able to hear me, right? I think I'm audible to everyone, and board is also visible, right? Yeah. Sharanya, I'll start now in 1 minute, 1 or 2 minutes from now. Yeah, Shravanya. Yeah, Vinay, yes sir, okay. Ashwin, mostly you'll get from that only, and those questions are also there from Cat 1. I'll update on that now in some time, okay? Just wait for a while, Ashwin. So anyways, let me start. I think it's okay. We will start now. This would be recorded and accordingly. As you're all aware that our question paper pattern consists of 60 marks, of which 12 are MCQs 12 marks, and descriptive 48 marks. You know the pattern, right? This is 6 questions will be given. You are supposed to write 4 from this, 4 into 12 marks each, and clearly 13A onwards or descriptive start. Each question consists of 3 subparts. Yes or no? And each subpart consists of 4 marks. I gave you blueprint also regarding this, from which question will corresponds to. Which question 13A corresponds to from which chapter, 13B corresponds from which chapter. All these things I have already given. You can remember all that points. Keep that blueprint. We mostly follow with the blueprint only, and there is one change in the blueprint in this. Kindly make a note of this. One change in the blueprint from this 12 marks is that it is 4th chapter and 7th chapter where we won't get MCQ question from this. From 4th chapter and 7th chapter, MCQ questions are not given, right? From 4th chapter and 7th chapter, MCQ questions are not given, whereas
Surprise question.
Okay. And from the remaining 12 chapters, you are going to get one MCQ question which is based on, one 12 marks question you are going to get. The part is clear, right? Earlier we told this as 9th chapter, no question, but now it is changed. It is 4th chapter and 7th chapter where we are not going to get any MCQ question from that. Remaining all other chapters, one question MCQ questions. Accordingly, 12 marks for that. Now 13A, 13B, 13C, 14A, 14B, 14C, all that also we can analyze which chapter question gives what and all, right? With this basic outline, I would just like to now tell you the way how we expect the questions from the chapter wise part accordingly. What I'll do is I'll start with second chapter, because first chapter Second chapter, units and dimensions. From this chapter, the most regularly asked questions are types of errors. Do I need to write this? Okay. Types of errors. Explain the different types of errors. This is the first thing. And secondly, dimensional analysis. There are three applications of this dimensional analysis. Two applications more importantly. Finding the consistency of the given equation. Finding the consistency of the given equation. Deducing the relationship between the physical quantities. We have some examples from textbook from this about this also. That is, if you are given GHC as the fundamental quantities, how do we express mass, length and time? One example is there in textbook. This kind of questions. And third question, what we can expect from this is that the concept of principle of homogeneity. What is concept of principle of homogeneity? If you will be given an equation like this, V is equals to AT square plus BT plus C. You need to identify the units of A, B and C, some constant. How do we identify that? Principle of homogeneity states that each and every term of this should be the same term as that of LHS. Accordingly, if this is velocity, AT square must also be equals to velocity. BT should also be equals to velocity. C is also equals to velocity. Accordingly, what all the units velocity has got? All this. This is the thing what we call as principle of homogeneity. And mostly, and fourth important question from this is that problem based on percentage of errors. Maybe for density or some equation of x is equals to a cube b power 4 c cube b power minus 3, like this will be given 3 times of. We have did some problems on this. This kind of problem is also important. These are all the four important things of which you can expect. One question in this 13A part. If you go through these things for 13A, that is sufficient from an examination point of view. Or we can also learn the things of define the terms, accuracy and precision. That's also been asked regularly. Okay, this is all about the second chapter, units and dimensions. I'll attempt to answer that, Vaishnavi. You'll understand once I tell you. Let us complete this part quickly so that you'll understand. Your questions will also be attended. Vaishnavi can wait for some time. Okay. Now comes to 1 minute. Now coming to chapter 3, motion in a straight line. This chapter, there is one question regularly asked, deriving kinematic equations graphically. Kinematic equations graphically. And secondly, problem based on kinematic equations. Same equations, S is equals to Vt plus half at square, V is equals to U plus At. Based on these things only, we will be having kinematic equations. And in this kinematic equation straight line, we have two cases again, upwards body and freely falling body. These two also we write kinematic equations. S, freely falling body. Even these cases also, either the writing equations or doing a problem based on that equation. Now I cannot write all the equations, just remember the point. Very good. Students are. Okay. See, now right now everyone, Kids TV, Spandana, I may not respond to your messages. You can wait for some time. I'm just going through this part because this is also being recorded. We can share this to the others also. After my completion of this work, you can ask me any doubts what all we have. And a quick note, let us try to complete this. So from second chapter, third chapter, kinematic equations graphically and problem based on that kinematic equations, or freely falling body, upward body. Again, only two things, either this derivation or problem based on this. These are the things what is to be learned from this chapter. It is done. When it is coming to chapter 4, there are no MCQs from this, only you have descriptive part and things this is related to. There are two essay questions I think from this. As per the blueprint, there are two essay questions from this. For these two essay questions, we divide chapter into two parts. Before projectile, after projectile. Before projectile is the concept of vectors. And on vectors, we have certain cases. Finding the magnitude of vector p plus q given by vector notations. and finding the resultant of vectors, parallelogram law of vectors, or finding the unit vectors, types of vectors and properties of vectors. About vectors you are going to get one question on this, in this one. Okay, and after that you are going to get projectile motion. In projectile motion you have two things. One important question regularly asked is path of projectile is parabola. Path of projectile is parabola. Then you have for projectile itself H max and range derivation. Derivation of these things, these three things. If not derivation on the same formulas, you will be given a problem also. Either derivation or problem on projectile. Vectors concept one question, projectile concept one question, all put together will give you two questions from this. Or chapter 4 will give you, if you learn these things thoroughly, you will be in a position to answer this part question. Then I am just closing this. Now when it comes to chapter 5, chapter 5, it is Newton's laws of motion, right? And the regularly asked question from this is that state Newton's laws. There are three laws in this, right? All the statements. And along with that, you may be asked to find the equation of F is equals to ma. And secondly, in this, we have the things called as impulse and momentum, I think. Impulse, momentum. Based upon this, we will be getting either derivation or problem. There cannot be any problem based on this. Don't bother about problems on this part. For problems, we have specifically mentioned what is to be studied from which one, examples as well as textual problems, right? Accordingly, impulse and momentum problem. And there is one more thing in this called as banking angle. Banking angle derivation we are not giving this time. It is purely based on problem only. Clear? Banking angle only. Banking angle problems only. Examples questions unnai sir. Which one Spandana? I am not sure which chapter talking about. Let me complete this. Okay, I'll discuss on that later. Okay, banking angle problem derivation we are not doing, and there are also terms in this in the form of friction, right? Friction and types of friction. Three terms. General definitions you should know. Define the terms means you should know. Okay, this is all about the fifth chapter. That is your fourth question. I am not sure whether this is giving you two questions or one question. I think one question only from this chapter, right? And chapter 6. Then comes chapter 6, work energy theorem, and the regularly asked question from this is work energy theorem for variable force. Again, there are two essay questions from this, right? Clearly, and two essay questions are divided like this. In what way? Before collisions, after collisions. Before collisions, you have these terms, work energy theorem, and you may be asked like this also sometimes. Define work, define energy, define power, and generally power problem. Power we have three formulas: kinetic energy by time, work by time, total energy by time, total mechanical energy time, power. And for all these parameters, units, dimensional formulas, mathematical formulas, all these things are MCQ based questions. Anything it could be. Power problem. And when it comes to collisions, I am sure my classmates are aware that what three important things we have in this. Those who are unaware can just go through this. In collisions, we talk about one-dimensional elastic collision, which has got three cases in that. That is relative velocity. This question is there in your PDF. What I have said. Relative velocity of approach is equals to relative velocity of separation. Then finding final velocities v1 and v2 after collision, and in case of equal masses results in exchange of velocities. Apart from this, if at all there is a chance, something can be asked about coefficient of restitution also. But we can focus mostly on these three questions. Out of these three, you are going to get one question. If somebody is asking for damn sure question, gunshot question, out of these three, one is damn sure. And out of these two, one is damn sure. In that way, you can remember it, right? Accordingly. This chapter is done. And seventh chapter, from 7th chapter. There are no MCQs. There are only few things to be learned from this. Defining the terms like torque, angular momentum, angular velocity. Secondly, vector product problem. Radius would be given. Force would be given. You may be asked to find the vector product, right? And law of conservation of angular momentum, which is actually a very short answer. This is only 3 or 4 steps are this. With this we prove that I1 omega 1 is equals to I2 omega 2, right? There is nothing much to be done in this. You can straight away give the statement and this one. And then after comes the concept of statements. There are 2 theorem statements: parallel axis and perpendicular axis theorems, right? With respect to numerical problems also, there is nothing much given from this problem based on torque or vector product. If you are interested, you can also learn this kind of things: types of properties of vector product, types and properties of vector products. I think this would be sufficient from this chapter, right? I'll go ahead with the next chapter. See, I want to conclude this session quickly because this is not the right time to take, but most of the students have asked me to take this session like this. So accordingly, I want only those who are interested be here. If you leave also, I won't mind, right? Yeah, if you have any others, you can leave. Those who are aware of all this, you can leave. Otherwise, you can continue here. What did hurry up to more? I didn't understand this. Batman and Spandana, I am back to the session. Okay, example questions are nice for doubts after this session. I have a doubt, sir. What is that, Spandana? What is your doubt? You can ask me. I'll take a 1 minute break here about chapter 8. Make it fast, Spandana. Okay, I'll complete this next chapter, then I'll attend your doubt if you post that. Okay, Spandana. And now when it comes to chapter 8 is what? Oscillations, right? From oscillations, again I think there are 2 questions. It's okay, Kids TV, that's good. I will discuss all that a little later, but okay, wait for some time. Okay, from oscillations, again there are 2 essay questions, which is divided in 2 forms like this: before the applications of simple harmonic motion and after the applications of simple harmonic motion. Before the applications, we have a damn sure question in the form of graphs. You should, morning I tried to explain this. I did also, but it was some kind of a hurry-burry session because of improper arrangement of my system and all. It's okay, now my kid helped me, my son Akira helped me in setting up this properly, so I'm able to do it good. Okay? Anyways. Graphs is that you will be given displacement equation like this: y is equals to a sine or cos omega t plus y. You will be asked to draw the graph for this. You should be in a position to draw the graph for SHM, for velocity as well as acceleration. In one way this is easy only. You should get proper time to understand this one. Graphs document Petrandis or Vaishnavi, I think I have done that video morning. It is there in solutions of CAT papers also. Go through. Yeah. Graphs, Vaishnavi, graph paper, graph document which is already sent in the CAT solutions. You can just go through that once. Right. I will discuss again that later. Okay. What is that? I don't know what I did. Graphs, like graph question is one important. Other is, say, based upon the same equation, a sin omega t plus t, you may be asked to find problem in the cells. You may be asked to find velocity and acceleration. You have to take time derivative and solve it. There are some examples here from this. You can do. Then after comes the applications of SHM, which is again important. One in terms of time period of simple pendulum, and time period of spring mass system. I can tell you, like, you can expect one of this. If you learn these two, you may write one answer. As you are asking for damn sure questions and all, this is that scenario when out of these two, one would be there for sure. Simple time period of simple pendulum, spring mass system, or seconds pendulum, frequency of seconds pendulum, length of seconds pendulum. In that way it is. Okay, that is what this part is. That is And finally, you have one more graph from this in the form of kinetic energy, potential energy of simple harmonic oscillator. We say this will get some kind of a graph like this. We'll get some kind of a graph like this. One corresponds to kinetic energy, one corresponds to potential energy, and total mechanical energy is the line joining of this one. I explained this in my class. I don't know how the other class students been taken this part. So these are all the things what you have from oscillations, of which two questions you can expect from this. Not expect, there are two questions from this chapter. Then comes chapter 9. Again, chapter 9, gravitation. In gravitation, there are acceleration due to gravity at a height. There is acceleration due to gravity at depth, which has been asked. One of these would be asked regularly. Again, one more gunshot question. Out of these, so if you learn these two, you are going to get one answer. That is damn sure question it is. Secondly, you will be having escape velocity, orbital velocity, relationship between them, right? And thirdly, you have kinetic energy, potential energy, that is we call it as gravitational energy of Earth orbiting satellites. Earth orbiting satellites. You will get some kind of relief here. And fourth from this chapter is that Kepler's laws, which is there in your CAT exams, and finding the height of geostationary satellite, which is there in your CAT papers. These two, one out of these three, one. There are two questions from this chapter, right? Sir, angular momentum similar to linear antenna, sir, and the terms change. So then I'll attend all these things later. Man. Don't post any question now. I'll answer all your questions later. ఇక్కడ లేరు వాళ్ళు ఇంట్లో ఉన్నారు చాలా మంది. Then comes chapter 10, that is gravitation, mechanical properties of solids, right? And damn, no need to ask question paper also. You can straight away start writing the answer. Man, Kids TV, let us discuss all that little later. Please let me complete this part, okay? That is what. Okay, this solids. There is that part is that stress versus strain curve, which you have got in your CAT 5 exam also, and most of the students got confused with this question. There are two forms of asking this question. Explain the behavior of a wire under gradually increasing load. The same question is this. Both are having two questions for same answer. There is nothing different in that. Explain the behavior of a wire and the gradually increasing. Most of the students have written elastic potential energy of a structural wire for that answer. Don't write that in the EST. Okay, this is damn sure question. Those who are asking for damn sure questions. And in this, the other possibility is that elastic potential energy in a stretched wire. And you have one MCQ question from this. There are many terms in this. Longitudinal stress, strain, different types of stress, many different types of modulus of elasticity, compressibility, reciprocal compressibility. What are the questions we have given in CATs from this chapter? All are important in terms of this one. Only two questions from this, and one is for damn sure part, right? Chapter 11, that is fluids. And again in this chapter of fluids, one is two questions. One is based on, what is that? Fluids at rest. Other is based on fluids in motion. And fluids at rest, I am not sure, one or two questions from this. Spandana, I already answered about fourth chapter, right? Why are you asking same question? I already answered, otherwise go through the video one more time after this, okay? Fluids chapter, one is called as Pascal's law. There is no derivation of Pascal's law, and you have to learn the applications of Pascal's law, hydraulic machines, hydraulic braking system, and all that, right? And secondly, damn sure question, no need to ask, is that Bernoulli's theorem. Bernoulli's theorem, derivation of that expression of P plus half rho V square plus rho GH is equals to constant. There is the derivation of this. If apart from these two, anything can be asked about in this chapter is that some kind of equations based on equation of quantity A1 V1 is equals to A2 V2, or different types of flows motion. Right? We have certain terms like this, right? What is that? Streamline flow, steady flow, turbulent flow, laminar flow, various kinds of things we have right in this. Accordingly, okay. Accordingly, the things can be explained for this chapter. Now comes chapter 12, right? In chapter 12, one is again two questions from this. One is ice problem. Second is Newton's law of cooling problem, and this is again a dampshire question. Only you should be in a position, data would be different for different kinds of exams, and only you should be in a position to solve problem based on this. Derivation is also there, but we are simply excluding that part now for this year. We'll talk about the other part. And from this, the other possibilities is that we have many terms like this. Define the terms such as molar specific heat, latent heat, sublimation, regulation, all these things. Again, those would be covered either in terms of 1 mark question. Those would be asked in terms of 1 mark questions, or any kind of 4 different terms can be asked for 4 also. So, out of these various things, you are going to get 2 questions from this, right? Accordingly, this chapter is completed. And finally, let's head to the last chapter, because from 14th chapter there are no essay questions this time. We are only dealing 1 mark question from 14th chapter, and from 13th chapter, and again we have various terms. First one is laws of thermodynamics. Laws of thermodynamics, there are 3 laws. Starts with 0th law, first law, second law. And secondly, we have work done in different types of process. Adiabatic process, 2 derivations are there, isothermal process, and thirdly we have Carnot engine, whereas we are not asking derivation here, only problem based on the formula efficiency is equals to 1 minus T2 by T1. One question is given from this in Cat 5 also. What all the question is given in Cat 5? Similar type of question with different data. Similar kind of question data, maybe for 4 marks that question. Solution is also there in Cat 5 key, just go through that, and derivation is not needed. Apart from this one, there are the things to be learned from this is that efficiency of heat engine definition, coefficient of performance of refrigerator definition, and we have come across various terms like this, like different type of processes. What is that? Quasi-static process, isochoric process, various terms are there, no, in this. Accordingly, all the things in this. Again, this will give you 2 questions from this in this question. Finally, we are done with the 13th chapter. I have stressed on what are most important questions. Again, I am telling you from chapter 14 there is only 1 MCQ question, as the chapter is not taken, and no descriptive questions from chapter 14. That's it. This is all about the chapter wise important questions. Now you can ask on a quick revision, on a quick note, because time is 8:30, maybe dinner time for you people also, for me also. Yeah, I know most of the people wrote wrong answer for elastic potential energy, and I don't think faculties are considering that. Faculty are I should not answer that now. Kids TV, you are simply giving, you are simply praising me, something like that. It's okay, I understand. It's okay. Thank you so much for all the compliments what you are giving me, right? And sounding the Raki is my son. He is the one who's made all this setup for me, and he is the one who is chatting with you, Spandana. Newton's law of cooling, AMI and Newton's law of cooling is Spandana. Every chapter you have every question doubt, Spandana. Told us projectile motion derivative comparison. Now you are saying that problems. Yes, both are there. Problems and derivations from chapter 14. Please tell about second pendulum, please. Second pendulum, Vishnu is that pendulum whose time period is 2 seconds for one oscillation. Any pendulum which takes 2 seconds for one full oscillation called as seconds pendulum. Time period is 2 seconds. And for that, based on this formula, you may be asked to find length. Calculate the length of seconds pendulum. Means if it is on Earth, G is 9.8, you need to find the value of L, T is 2 seconds. For seconds pendulum, calculate length means 2 seconds. We did this in lab also. In experimental setup also we did, whose value comes out to be 1 meter or 100 centimeters, right? Accordingly, for on moon, you have to use 1.6 here, on sun 274 here. If it is asked for different things, calculate the length of seconds pendulum on different kinds of planets. ఇప్పుడు న్యూమరికల్స్ ఏం చెప్పనమ్మా సేతు what topic should we read in kinetic theory? Don't read in kinetic theory, just go through all the laws. I am writing here from kinetic theory. Boyle's law, Charles law, Graham's law, that is PV is equals to nRT equation, or P1 V1 is equals to P2 V2, P1 by V1 by T1 is equals to V2 by T2, P1 by V1 is equals to P2 by I2, all that we take, right? Now we'll have tomorrow. What topic should we read? That's it. That's what Satvik, Bhupati. This will be sufficient for 1 mark from chapter 14. Any others? And I don't see any likes to this video. Most of the people are attending this. My kid is asking about likes. I am not sure. He is actually damn interested in. He is also writing exams, so he was attending all the videos of his classes. So he want accordingly. Yeah, Vandana, you are right. 1 meter. No much likes, Sakira. It's okay, beta. Let us do only benefits. Let us not expect anything in terms of that. Okay, it's okay. Is it an example question, sir? Which one? Any chapter, not only chapter 3 Vishnu, any chapter, all the things I have already discussed, Amma. Just go through the video one more time. After this I'll post. Go through the videos one more time, okay? Because again, every chapter I cannot repeat. Please understand that. It's already given. All the chapters I have given in this video, just go through it. Which are there in your PDFs itself, already which I sent it. I'll post this video also in some time, you can check. Yes, any others? Kinetic theory, I think I answered this. How to find value of height? Yeah, Venkateshwar Reddy, I can answer this now because morning I tried to explain this because of improper arrangement I could not do that. We have an equation from Kepler's law like this. T proportional is equals to R cube. Time period of oscillation or time period of around the earth is equals to radius cube. If you use this formula, if you solve this constant GME 4 pi square by GME, this is the formula R cube. This is the formula. You can find this formula in textbook, right? You can find this formula in the textbook. 4 pi square by GME into R cube. You are asked to find what? Height of R means what? Actually R means RE plus H whole cube. You are asked to find height value, right? All other things are known to us. Geostationary means T is equals to 24 hours. Okay. G is equals to 6 point. This data is known, I am writing. Mass of that will be given, radius will be given, radius of that, you know 4 pi G M E R, only H you need to identify. Right? Accordingly, substituting this data, first what you have to do is convert this into seconds. 24 into 60 into 60 into 24 hours is 60 minutes, 60. You'll have to convert this into seconds. Then after radius would be given in terms of kilometers, 6400 kilometers. Convert that into meters, 6.4 into 10 power 6 into meters. Substitute that data in this and get the value of H from that. H, only difference what you have to make here is that T square is equals to R cube, means you have to express this R in terms of even power. You should not express R in terms of, after substitution of all the data. I'll take an example otherwise. I'll show it. T T square is equals to 4 into 3.14 into 3.14 by G 6.67 into 10 to the power of minus 11. Mass of the earth is 6 into 10 power 24 kg into Re plus H 6.4 into 10 power 6 plus H whole cube, right? You have to solve all this data. Here what is T square is equals to 24 into 60 into 60 whole square, right? Keep this as it is, take all the terms to one side, this comes to numerator, this goes to denominator, solve all this, you will get some answer like this, 10 power 6 into H whole cube is equals to, some correction there, I am doing that, is equals to, you will get some number by solving all this. In what way that number is going to be, let us take something like this, some 7.4 into 10 to the power of 22. Let us take an example like this. ఇట్లా వచ్చింది అనుకుందాం ఫస్ట్. ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలి అంటే, if you take 3 to this side, 22 cannot be divided by 3. You should get this power in terms of multiple of 3. Take this power 22 as a, because if you take 3 to that side, it becomes 1 by 3, right? Square root of 1 by 3. Third root you will get, that is 1 by 3. 22 by 3 will not get any answer. You should write this term in terms of multiple power of 3. Means you can convert this into 21 like this. 7.4 into or 7.4 into 10 to the power 10 into 10 to the power of 21. You can write like this, right? Now this is a multiple of 3, right? Accordingly, what is 7.4 into 10? 74 into 10 to the power of 21. Now when you take this 3 to this side, it becomes divided by 3, which is equals to, this whole number now converts into, for this also 1 by 3 will get, this is equal to 10 to the power of 7. ఇక్కడ కొద్దిగా ఫోకస్ చేస్తే కంట్రోల్. I'll write again. We can write this as 10 to the power of 10, right? This is 74 into 10 to the power of 21. I am taking cube to this side, 6.4 into 10 power 6 plus H. If you take this side, it becomes what? 1 by 3. 74 to the power of 1 by 3 into 10 to the power of 21 by 3. This is the main point here. 21, you should write this 22. You may get 22, you may get 23, you may get 19, 17, 15. What all the number you get, you should convert that into 10 to the power of 3 terms. You will find similar example in terms of textbook also. Just go through it and understand. This is the basic outline what I am taking. Fine. What I'll do is, like, you people are getting closer to the exam schedule. I don't want to take more classes like this, online sessions. It may be a waste of time for you to revise other subjects. So, if possible, I'll may take some recorded sessions. I'll post that. Some kind of Newton's law of pulling problem, right? Or this Newton's law of pulling problem. That is this one. Kepler's other problem. That's what it is. Srikar Kanduri, PDF 40 was enough. Yes, it is enough. How to solve current problem, sir? Hey man, Vishnu, it is simple man. Efficiency is equals to 1 minus T2 by T1 is the formula for efficiency of heat engine. You will be given two temperatures. As an example, in our exam, it is given as 450 Kelvin and T1 is equals to 150 Kelvin. And remember, low temperature is always T2, high temperature is always T1. If the two temperatures are given, wait, I'll drag in the board, wait. Yeah. There are two temperatures given. Low temperature is T2, high temperature is T1 always. In this formula, low by high should be dead. 1 minus. What is low? Low is 150. By what is high? 450. Efficiency symbol is eta, which is equals to. If you solve this, what is that? 1 minus 1 by 3, right? 150 by 450. 1 by 3 means 3 minus 1, 2 by 3. Upon solving this, efficiency is equals to 2 by 3 means how much? 0.667, right? Means 0.667. We have to convert that into percentage. Multiply with 100. Efficiency is equals to 66.7%. This is the way how to solve it. Simply substitute the data, low temperature, high temperature, divide that, subtract that from 1, and what all the number you get, you are using anyways calculators for this. You will not solve like this. Finally, what are the number you get? Answer cannot be in decimals, it should be in percentages. So multiply that with 100. This is the answer for this. This is the way how to solve. Yeah. Yeah, Vishnu. Very good. Done. Yeah, I just ice problem. It takes some time, man. It will take some time. This is not time not be sufficient now. Simple things can be taken now. And ice problem, let us plan some other time. Or I'll post. I'll post recorded videos for that. Chudam. If people ask me messages through WhatsApp messages about the things, this session is also taken like that only. Most of the today I got many messages asking about this important questions chapter wise, so I planned it like this. All of a sudden. If I get more messages about that problems also, I'll conduct. I'm not understanding, sir. You are ignoring. Spandana, what I'm ignoring? I have not seen any messages. If I see, I'll respond. Okay. You ask again, Spandana, what it is, I'll not ignore now, okay? You kept cat solution. Can you keep? Yeah, it is there, man. In description you want? Yeah, I'll do that. I can do that, okay? Sir, WhatsApp operation, we can do it, I think now. సిస్టంలో ఉందా ఆల్రెడీ క్లోజ్ చేసేది ఓపెన్ యూట్యూబ్ ఓపెన్ అయితే దీనిలో ఫోన్లో చేయాలా నా ఫోన్ ఉంది అది ఓపెన్ చేయాలి అక్కడ ఉంటుంది కింద 24-25 క్వశ్చన్ ప్లీజ్ పీడిఎఫ్ డైరెక్ట్ ఎట్లా పంపిస్తావు ఫస్ట్ అక్కడ ఓపెన్ చేసి
పీడిఎఫ్ లింక్ పడితే
అట్లా కాదు రాదనుకుంటా సీరీ ఉంది అక్కడ సిస్టమ్ ఆర్గ్యూ యూజర్స్ అని ఉంటాయి అది అప్లోడ్ అలా డ్రైవ్లో అప్లోడ్ చేశాక పెట్టాలా వెయిట్ స్పందన నేను చూడట్లేదమ్మా కమెంట్స్ మళ్ళీ నువ్వు పెట్టుకుంటే మళ్ళీ ఏడుస్తుంది తర్వాత వెయిట్ CAT marks, sir. Yeah, Spandana, papers are been with some other faculty. I cannot answer that. I don't know who I know the faculty who corrected it, but I'm not sure. I cannot answer when is he going to submit, right? That's the problem. Is it not pending? Nikita, go through the video right from the beginning one more time. Don't ask me again chapter wise, okay? I already done. Mala repeat cheyalenamma nenu. It's already done chapter wise. Please go through it.
కాపీ చేసి కమెంట్లో పెట్టు అది పేజ్ చేసుకుంటాను
I'm uploading that CAT 1 solutions. Wait. Meanwhile. What I'm ignoring. Yeah, and it's time for us to have dinner also. I want you people to have your dinner time. I'll post in some time. I'll update along with the description. I'll post that CAT 5 solution. Somebody asked me here. I'll do that. Okay. Can you explain problems which will torque and manual serum? Problems which is based on torque. Sujana Jupalli, torque problems are easy only. Newtons of cooling. Sir, what is that you want Newtons of cooling problem? Cheppala. You will not ask your friends. I told you to ask your friends, but it's okay. Tomorrow I'll try to post videos on that Newton's law of cooling problem. Okay. If it is live or any other things, I'll plan now. Okay. How many of you want live on Newton's law of cooling problems?
Doubts clarification.
Newton's law of cooling problem live class if you want. Because we are getting closer to exams, I don't want to disturb more accordingly. And how many of you noticed that you have an exam scheduled on Sunday 13th April? I have informed that to exam section. They will post to us. They might change that into the exam. I'm just posting cat key, wait a while. I'm not seeing your messages.
కమెంట్లో పెట్టు.
ఇక్కడ పెట్టాలా?
అక్కడ వేసి ఒక నిమిషం అది ఈ అకౌంట్ నుంచి లాగిన్ చేస్తే పింక్ చేయొచ్చు దాన్ని అందరు కనిపిస్తుంది.
నువ్వు లాగిన్ అవ్వచ్చు అక్కడ మా అకౌంట్లో. ఇది పోతుందేమో మరి. పోయింది కదా.
ఒక్క రూపాయల కూలింగ్ వచ్చింది.
అదే టైం పడుతుంది. క్లోజ్ అవుతుంది ఇంకా తర్వాత పెట్టవచ్చు డిస్క్రిప్షన్.
పెట్టేసి
9 అవుతుంది ఫుడ్ తిన్నాం. ముందు వెయిట్ చేస్తుంటాను. లేచినామా Now I would like to close this session now. It's time for dinner for us, okay? Kids are waiting for me to join dinner with them. So I wish to conclude this session now. I'm trying to post that link. That's accordingly taking time. Kids TV ఏమన్నాడు? Yes, Vishnu. Cat marks. From cat any marks? I'm not ready. From cat any questions? Yeah, it will be there, man. 40 mark questions will be there in cat. I have just pinned up one. Check the pinned comment once. Pinned comment is that link for cat solutions. Click check the no click check. ఆగు క్లోజ్ చేయకు. ఒక్కోసారి అది అడ్మిట్ రైట్ అడుగుతుంది. You can let me know whether you are able to get that key or not. Cat 1 to cat 5 key is messaged here. PDF is pinned here. 40 marks questions will be there. I have not had my dinner, kids today. I am just leaving now. Right? We are now just concluding this session, everyone. I'll join you. I'll let you know when to join soon. Okay? You can be in touch with your doubts. Sir, I am done with this session. Yeah, please go ahead. I want that. Those who want any questions from anywhere, just go through this video again one more time. Sir, you have golden heart. Thank you, man. Kids TV. EST. We are discussing the same thing, Vinay, again and again. No exact number. Thank you, man. Thanks for supporting. If you want live, you can message me at a later stage. Accordingly, I'll plan. You can also go for your dinner. Kids are now going for dinner, okay? So Google form open out the link. Why? I just checked. Yeah, we will continue this because you are getting closer. I'll take kids. I'll take. We are getting closer. We are getting closer to this. You are a diamond. It's okay, Spandana. First by Tinamano, okay na? Okay. All of you study well, do well in your exams. I wish you all to have a good success in your exams this time. Okay? I'll accept that, Vishnu. Take care. Prepare well. All the best for exams. Catch you soon. Bye bye. Yeah. Bye. Chemistry also. I'll keep in touch with them. I'll update sooner. Charan, okay? Yeah. Bye all everyone. Bye.
Close this one.